Betty Savanis A small bubble of water forms, purifying the food.
Well, I'll be damned. That's very useful.
I'm a soul mage, so I can cast any type of magic, but it's never very strong.
Huh.
I'm even gonna try to use mine.
Well, that's...
I see.
Oh, my first roll's an 18.
Did that do it?
Well, it was more of a...
Well,
Should.
I'd say that's the ingredients prepared.
Brushing vegetables is easy enough.
Silver than a blue.
Let's prepare the pot.
See that they might have been
Alright.
using mine.
Well, the water has been prepared. I think it should be...
What did I...
Temperature should be acceptable.
Yes. We'll be making 2 batches. One with apples, creating cider, and one with potatoes, making vodka.
No, the latter one sounds like something from my homeland, I guess.
And she's also...
That's why you're not directly looking at me.
Yes.
Because
I mean, I can look at you now. You're close
So,
enough, but
apples
Yeah,
first,
because I'm
I
literally holding on
suppose.
to you. Yes.
Just slice them open into quarters,
So you've literally become a...
and we'll
Okay.
let them boil a little bit. Earlier, I went to a mushroom cave and gathered some yeast for this. Do you have any sugar?
Can't say I have. And wait, the island has a cave system?
Dollar humor.
A cave singular, I was shown it.
Wasn't even aware that we had something like that.
I can feel the bitch energy.
It is not well known.
Remember, you do have a healer handy, so...
I suppose.
It's not that big, but I was told that you shouldn't touch the crystals in there.
Give the dog a bone.
Well, I can see you.
Right.
feeding into this.
I suppose I could ask. Usually the Fae are
Didn't go over the fence. It's still inside.
of sweet persuasion. They might have some sugar on them. I'll go and ask.
It's fine. I'm sure it'll
Alright.
pass. Well, I mean, at least we didn't, you know, they were gonna try pulling the magic, but it could have made it worse.
I mean, I've got a healing potion, but I don't know if I should pour that in.
And next time you say it's fine, you have that, and you have that.
These are not my fault. Not even 1 second are those my fault.
Do you have any?
Lift yourself open.
Why I appreciate your desire to assist, Mr. Sonny, I'd say that using a healing potion on making an alcoholic brew might be a little bit too much.
Meditating while you're asleep. Have you never done that?
Does that cancel the...
Not a single person.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Fae ones? They might have some magical.
Tempest. No.
Are they poisonous or?
I feel like this is one of those training things that is like a disconnect, you know, it's like, yep,
The two people that haven't done it, and 2 people that have done
What
it.
the?
In the sense of fairness, let's
They just vanished and showed up out of nowhere.
the way my training is, it doesn't go by the books either.
There's no honor.
I mean, I have to give Mr. Sonny that. He obviously prepared quite a lot. I imagine that business at the
but
tavern
if
is booming.
If he wants 2 barrels full, then he will need quite a lot.
Yeah, it's
That's fair.
I mean, I'm not great with cooking, but
Bother you for a spar.
I mean, I imagine at this point it's just follow the instructions and
really like
you should be fine, I think.
ever.
If I ever go
Yeah.
home, I might ask the girls.
I mean,
You want to learn, why not?
Hold on, I need to
Somebody who
like...
knows what they're doing.
the other day,
That's my mentality.
first thing is that they think I know what I'm doing. So let's go on with it.
He's still very much learning, so go easy on him.
We are going to
Thank you.
Oh,
Wait.
just to
I
make sure
have
that it...
acquired magical fairy berries. It's better than super, I think.
I would like to look this way so my eyes.
I would guess so.
I would like to not die.
I crushed them.
Look, we can collectively not die. We can both move.
You might be.
does there need to be
Right.
anything else in there?
Now we need it to simmer a bit. After that, we'll be barreling it.
Wait, I actually have some control
Alright.
over this arena. I'm going to actually have to watch this. Fuck.
If you want to give any insightful alchemical advice, now would be the time.
Sunny! I spot. Did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see
Any of
me?
you either be able to oversee
I saw you and then I didn't see you.
Exactly.
Did notice that.
Exactly.
How
That
do
is
you
the right
like our
answer.
brew?
Yeah.
So,
The shed.
What the...
Looks good to me.
Here for a moment.
We are making some cider.
Kind of see where I'm going.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
With that joke.
It's fine.
The tavern patrons will be glad.
Oh yes, very, very. Have you restocked the cream?
I was saying to your friend that if I visit home, I might be able to convince some females in my tribe to give myself some milk.
Oh, that would be most wonderful. Yes.
That would actually be a good idea.
Smoke
on the ground, you'll be able to see the movement in the smoke.
Now those I do have smoke
Well,
bombs.
I don't know anything about brewing, so I can't really think of anything, but
Do you have that knife on?
So like, I can,
yeah.
I can hear a bit better than most.
Try
Oh, you can also.
and see if you can pierce an apple without feeling any resistance.
It is.
Then
very
it should be
difficult
ready.
On the spot though, I have to get like a run.
Alwyn, don't lose.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Your girlfriend's watching, don't lose.
It's been a while since I saw that disappearing trick. Can be pretty spooky.
What do you think?
See, told you it's the same guy.
I think it's going in like a hot knife into butter.
Yeah.
I think we are ready to barrel it up. Do you have a sheet to help us catch all the unwanted byproducts?
I can swing by the Healer's Guild. We can use
Like to see how
some, bandage or piece of cloth.
If you'd be willing, we could use your robe.
Well.
It's nice and white.
When you're ready.
It's kind of important. So
I'll be back in a moment. It's good to actually see if there's anyone, at the Healer's Clinic requiring assistance. So I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Are you sure you should go?
Don't take too long.
You'll be fine.
We can prepare the potato.
Is there a well in the training ground?
There's a
I don't know
trough.
fountain.
You can. Good. Cause fuck that guy. He's being a dick.
I'll just.
You think you can just jump up?
I'll just get to it. Oh wait, no, there's one right there.
Especially him.
I'm kidding.
What? You have 3 fingers, so it doesn't work anyway.
But
This
this
guy's
guy's
been
look,
actually...
he's a butcher. He's an amazing guy.
Alright. Let's see. Do I want to change it? Fuck's sake. Okay, let's risk it like that. Alright. Alright. There you are.
I don't fucking know.
Is this correct?
Kind of.
You are lovely.
Only to go. I'd explain it. No, go ahead.
You already know where I'm going?
I know where you're going, but just explain it to her. Go ahead.
Go down.
But you
I don't get
could
drunk off of
get
it.
up higher, you
Like
know,
I don't.
you couldn't fly
But thank you.
fully, but you could jump up higher and at least.
Alright, did you
There you
get it?
Yes, there you go.
When there's an opportunity. That's correct.
Some bandage, a piece of white
Now
cloth.
just
Should do the job.
wrap it around the barrel, and we can start pouring in.
In the air, you're at the mercy of your enemy.
Here we are.
Right.
Just hold the
You're dedicating
linen in place.
Right. Steady, steady.
counter that. Grab you. You are at my mercy.
Here we are.
Alright.
Just shake it around a little bit, then gather it up. Rest of this can be smushed into jam.
Doing well, just giving some lessons. Like the good old
Alright.
Delicious jam.
scuttled off back towards the town.
Get that glass bottle over there.
I threw a ball of itching powder.
There you go.
Now just scoop up the jam into the bottle.
Do you think it's fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Here we are.
He does.
Prank for a prank. That's fair.
Perfectly good jam.
Stick in the mud.
And some cider.
I mean, I had pickled Pluto. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Give it a few days and it should be ready.
Pranks, fair's fair, you know.
Can we just shut the barrel?
They decided to throw a fountain for it.
There we have a barrel of
Okay, that's a little.
to be spider cider.
I'm not gonna hold it against them.
Well,
But then again, they're
Just
merciful.
a no for the vodka.
seems like a good job, but I guess the customers will be the final judge.
The conversations I've had.
I
Considering
suppose.
he laughed at Otis for crying over the death of Moss, I am
Yeah.
not Garrick right now.
Potatoes will take a little bit of time,
Yeah, he did that right in front of us. Pointed and laughed.
so they get a bit softer.
I have to ask, Mr. Son, is the alcohol brewing something you have been practicing for a while, or is this a new hobby of yours?
No, no.
Well, when I came to Aether, the kind proprietor of Dragonlance offered me a job. As such, I took an interest in manuscripts detailing the words brewing.
I want to, I know it would cause problems with Kai, so I won't.
I would indeed.
I see.
In my lands, there was once a god. A god of brewing.
We supposedly buried the hatchet.
Now lost to time. I must find birds. Summon him.
I don't know. I think that mercenaries are riding on too much power.
One day.
A little bit. A little bit.
I guess that's a lofty goal to aspire.
I suppose when I say summon God, I speak in more of spiritual.
Neither of them are good, right?
I've heard that gods do not enter Aether willingly.
I don't know who the other guy is. I never actually asked his name.
The astral bubble is hostile to deific powers.
Maybe that's for the best, but I am biased. I am not much a man of the faith, especially after dealing with that. Actually, I have to ask, Arlo, has that lizard zealot been bothering the healers recently?
Is I haven't seen him in a while.
I think people be on buildings all the time. What are you talking about?
Maybe
I haven't seen him
that's
today at all.
maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, I'm also like 60 pounds.
I don't know, but I mean, he says stuff, but he seems to stay well enough away, I think.
Sadly, there's a
I'm sorry. I
go ahead.
didn't get your names.
Okay.
First,
But yeah, like I see you flying around.
Oh, I'm Arlo, doctor in training.
name's Lugash Vander, or just Vander, or Dr. Vander.
Established a lot of issues like that. Like, it's apparently illegal to
Well.
run, legal to fly now.
Arlo. Strike the potato with your knife.
Well, it's not illegal.
Right.
It's just a tax for it, essentially. You know, if you're doing it, you have to pay for it, basically. Come get the tax yourself. I'm not paying it.
I don't pay taxes. I'm sponsored by the Redwall government. I don't pay taxes.
Maybe a few more minutes.
Well, no, it's more. They're just making up laws and stuff to
Right.
get money out of people. Some of it.
I don't think I've ever actually.
People, but I wouldn't be surprised if
Do you call this cooked?
Who said new experiences merely have to be limited to healing? I'd say, you know,
Brewing alcohol is an important skill for any doctor.
I've heard a lot of complaints about them. That's for sure.
oh, it's good for anesthesia and disinfection.
And it tastes good.
Oh, right.
Some would say that, especially vodka or stronger alcohols, if they start taste to you, then you have a problem. But that's some people, not me.
Well, the only time I was
Very well. So, let's get the barrel. Do you have the linen?
Alright, I should have... there we go. Shh, one more. Apologies.
There we are.
My very first day in Aether.
Alright, steady.
That was my introduction. I walk in,
Alright.
talk to Archimedes,
The potatoes will make a fine potato smash. Mashed potatoes? Yes, that's it.
Archimedes
Let me
rounds
just
up and
gather this up.
one of them's like,
Alright.
"These are amazing."
Mashed potatoes.
It was a
A
very
bit of butter.
impression that
A
something
little
stuck
salt,
out there,
pepper.
so-
Very delicious with meat.
Probably sell some at Red Wall too at some point.
Do you mind if I keep the linen?
I think in regards to those items we are pretty well stocked.
Running against the wall.
Yeah.
Carrot!
Thank you.
Oh, fuck, he's too late. There he goes. Damn.
Let me see.
I don't know if people appreciate pocket smashed potatoes, but you know, you never know.
Food is food, I
Right,
guess.
let's get this vodka on the road.
I don't think we're gonna be able to lift the barrel this time.
Cider.
Oh well, there you go.
There we are.
Alright. Well, I guess... Unfuck your body, Mr. Arlo. There you go.
Don't know what's happening.
It's fine.
I'm good. Okay.
Right, we can...
So we're done here. Should we put out the fire?
I mean... It
Did
won't...
they want to cook it as fish? There was a fish.
It won't spread out of control, it's fine. Besides, there are all of these people, you know,
Fair enough.
they have this under control.
That's true. Okay, well.
This, as I wanted to mention, I
did
am...
hear that.
Go ahead.
Did hear that was a building on fire earlier today, so.
Alright. Interesting.
I mean, they took care of it.
That's fine. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, I am not exactly a man of faith.
Me neither. I haven't really ever had to be.
And while oh yeah, now that I remember that that's apparently was his name, he did introduce himself once. And while there are only words, at some point in time, the men of faith, the men of cloth, use those words to whip the ignorant masses into frenzy. Speaking of heresy, of going against natural order, let's just say I had the unfortunate pleasure of having to run away from one too many crowds with pitchforks and torches because of men like him.
Oh. I see. That's not good.
After all, I believe we might have had this discussion that knowledge you find in books, in scrolls, it had to come from somewhere. How do we know about heart, about lungs, how we operate, what we have inside ourselves? Because we studied bodies. I took cadavers, I split them.
I see.
Things.
Oh.
I had to split them open and see what makes us stick. And some people do not like that. Which I admit, I understand that it's a gruesome task. But sometimes...
I suppose, yeah.
You have to make that step to progress and understand.
Right. I can see where people wouldn't like somebody cutting open their family. something. That guy loses his head.
There's a loose animal. Is it from someone's farm?
Who let the sheep out? Do they keep cattle around or sheep?
Is this a
I know
ram
Brian has spoken
or
about
a
something about
sheep?
sheep.
Can I milk
It's
you?
a sham. It's a sham. The sheep ram, sham. Ram sheep are
You just,
sham.
we just walk for
I don't
ourselves.
see any others on it.
Beats me.
Oh, it doesn't have any headers. About a sheep.
I suppose
We
many of
can
them.
check, unless you wish to stay and listen.
Thank you very much for your help.
I...
Appreciate it.
It's alright. I'm glad I was able to assist in some way. And I hope that
You'll
you...
get the first drink on the house.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
We are currently on duty, I guess. I don't really see that many healers running around at this time, so... But I appreciate
It
your
takes
offer.
It takes a few days,
If
right? You
worst
said?
comes to worst, I might attempt healing. I am a soul mage after all, although
Alright.
my magics are not very strong.
Why would I eat a brother?
Yeah, this is.
But well,
Those little bits can help.
Well,
you do have magic, I guess.
I'm gonna go clean up the camping site for future you around.
Have a good day, Mr. Sonny.
Alright.
Who knew a Minotaur as big as him could move so quickly and silently? When I looked to the side, suddenly there he was.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a Fae thing.
Maybe. Again, Fae are yet another topic on the list of topics that I have no idea about. Or apart from, you know, hearsay and whatnot. Actually, I do wonder, have they added anything on the board? If you do not
think so.
If you do not mind, I'm gonna check it out because it's been a while for me. That one I recall.
Yeah, they really should take those down.
I mean, look, I won't tell the Magister how to run her city.
Fair enough.
Ah, I see. I think that suits you as a proper courier.
I do apologize for Lynn. I don't know what's gone into them. I'm gonna try and...
Business been good?
Well, I think what's gotten into her is she's jealous.
Well, I hope I'm not interrupting your deliveries.
I'm really obsessed with this idea of becoming a hero, which, you know, is admirable, but...
Very well. Well, that's definitely a quality outfit. Alright.
Must pay quite well.
I mean, looks like a proper courier.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, I was going to check the board, so I will be going now. Enjoy your day, and may your deliveries be swift. Take care.
Have a good day, Karen.
Okay, that one, yeah. Right, I don't even want to bother with that. Yeah, actually,
They're quite dated.
Do recall most of them. Well, I guess people are busy, that's understandable.
Yeah, true.
I mean, there are some other priorities, like I imagine the mana supply situation. Have you heard anything about that? Like, are we good? Is the island still in danger of falling? Or you didn't hear anything?
I have heard some word to mouth when I visited Redwall for a while. Apparently, if there's enough magic, then the island could grow bigger, or more pieces of rock could attach itself, maybe something like that. So that sounds like it's doing okay, at least.
That's good to hear. It would be a shame if this place went down.
Yeah. It's very peaceful here.
Yes, I imagine in times like these, peace is something that we could use it a little bit.
It did. I have no idea what it is.
Thank you. I'll just tuck that behind you for the
And answer pet.
At the very least,
Okay.
business is booming.
He's cute, isn't he? Look at him.
I'll take rum.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a cursed person, so you won't be able to eat him anymore.
You're on your tippy toes.
Oh no.
Of course, thank you.
No, we just put them in the milk.
I'm very curious
Yeah,
about
lift
the
the cats. We
suicide
all
mix
share the food.
Every possible
This is me cheating. This is me cheating.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, fuck you too, Percy.
Yeah, I heard. It is causing trouble.
Can't even do it, nerd.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you a fist. Cause I'm gonna fist you like. Never mind. That sounded better in my head. That sounded better in my head. Shut up.
I take it someone has been not overlooking, supervising, taking care of the farm.
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure I've met them, but I heard there was somebody in a Argus something guild.
Agricultural, perhaps?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I see, that's good. Actually, I do recall vaguely hearing something about that before it occurred. That person even was here, I imagine.
I see. I mean, I don't know personally, but it sounds like stuff is still growing fine.
Do not mind, I could take a moment to sit down.
Yeah, me too.
Right. I might just take it here.
Ugh.
do you see that over there? Oh, it went behind the bush.
Oh.
Well, you can see it anyway, probably.
I cannot really say.
A lot of people are running this way.
Just like,
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to say it looked like bread, just sliding over the floor.
I mean, I still wouldn't say that's the weirdest thing around here. I still remember a talking cookie.
Come up on my head, and then you'll be fine.
Remember the cookie with the knife? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it did have a knife, yes.
Yeah.
I think he's going mad.
Mr. Arlo, I apologize for ambushing you with this question, but I guess the curiosity got the better of me. And I don't think we've talked about this.
Oh, I don't know why. Sorry.
May I ask, do you have reasons? What are your reasons for doing what you do? Being on this path, this career? Was that something you always wanted, or was there something else?
Who is that? Who is that?
I just,
I'm going to bed.
Find an area.
I'm leaving.
It mostly was just magic that I have that people recognized as healing magic, and then everything kind of pushed me in that direction, I suppose. Yeah, for a while I didn't live in a town, but then somebody found me in a forest somewhere, and they eventually brought me to Alfie's, my friend's father, who was a doctor, and he helped me train for about a year till I ended up here.
Do you regret
Everything's just kinda
the expectations the pressure that others put on you? Or do you find something positive from this? Or not really?
It's not been easy for me, that's for sure. But at the same time, I want to help people, and what better way than to fix them up? Assuming, of course, it actually works and goes well.
If it goes well. Help. Hold onto that thought. There's enough pain and bloodshed around, and every little bit that can assist is better, even if we fail.
Yeah. What
Apologies.
What about you? Well, I suppose you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Helping people? All I ever wanted to do was to save lives. And yet, I began with a failure that defined my existence. In a way, I guess I lied a little bit, or am I a little bit hypocritical when I say to you that you should expect failure, that you cannot always save them all? When I, faced with the same failure, that broke and remade me. It's not a happy tale, and I fully understand if you do not wish to listen to it.
I mean, I do understand it. After all, Alfie's father, Dr. Fairwind, he died right in front of me. I couldn't save him. So that does sound somewhat similar, maybe. If you want to tell your story, then I will listen to it. Because I wouldn't want to put you through anything.
Someone once wondered what is more tragic, a death of a person that's close to you, or death of thousands of people that are not known. For me, it wasn't a difference. Death hurt all the same. Every person that passed was a failure, a black mark. Getting ahead of myself. Tell me, Mr. Allo, have you ever been to war? Have you ever seen what happens afterwards? The field hospitals?
No.
Then you are fortunate. My land is not an easy place to live. It's harsh, but people try to stick together. And warriors are respected. People like me, not really. We have our uses, but it's the whole cultural thing. Not important right now. But despite the fact that we are not well renowned, there are places of knowledge, of study, even with some call us intelligentsia. People thinking they are smarter than the rest, instead of doing simple tasks, living life as they think they should live. One day, rather one night, they woke all of us up. 15, 20 students, not yet fully fledged doctors. They told us to gather our belongings and move out to the field hospital. They didn't say what was wrong. We suspected that there was some kind of battle, but I never really paid much attention to politics. I cannot say who fought with whom, but it was a large engagement with plenty of dead and wounded. They say that when you enter a place of death, it's the smell that hits you first. But no. For me it was the screams. People crying in pain, people howling for help to anything that would listen. People shouting to get help from anyone, anything that would help. Dozens at first, probably hundreds by the end. Understaffed, undersupplied, inexperienced. And yet I still wanted to save them.
Hello.
What's this place? I'm new here.
This is the healer's house. Welcome.
Oh, I know
Greetings.
about healer's houses. Hi, I'm Tobu.
I'm
Nice
Dr.
to meet you.
Vander. Pleasure to meet you.
Would you like some candy?
Sorry, I do not have the appetite currently, but I appreciate the offer.
Would you like some candy?
Sure, why not?
I got it from the tavern.
Oh, thank you. My name is Arlo, doctor in training.
Ah,
If you
okay.
ever need help.
Oh no, I do my own healing. I can do magic.
Oh, that works.
I was actually I was told I need to get a job, so I thought if I can do healing magic, the healer's place would be a good place to get a job.
Yeah, I'm sure you could join the Healers Guild. At the
How do I do
moment, the people in charge aren't around today.
Taking their time.
Aww.
If you will be coming by, either look for a large man with a mask similar to mine, and I believe he wears a hat as well, and wields a big hammer, and wears a
So
trench
hammer
coat.
you, got it.
Or the second in command is lady with white hair and usually has an aura of frost around her. Pretty easy
that
to
sounds
see.
chilly.
I wouldn't say that she has cold personality.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I'll come back when they're here. Yeah.
All right.
Enjoy your stay.
Bye.
Farewell. Well, that took the ends out of it.
Yep.
Fucking what? That one said fucking humans. No, I said fucking Isaac.
No, the other one.
Stupid.
But yes,
That one.
people died. We failed.
Damn. We really need to reconsider who we hire. That's one of our.
I saw way too many lights in people's eyes going out for my liking. I do not have magic, but they do say that eyes are the window of the soul. I guess in that moment I saw their future, their hopes, their aspirations. Just go out. Just like that.
Please keep it to a walk.
Thanks for the cabbage.
Right, yeah.
I guess my weakness was that I cared too much.
You can find him for that. I can find him for that. For harassment. It's okay.
Sin?
I don't. I don't know if that's a weakness, but
Oh, you actually got it right. What the fuck do you want?
never. I imagine it never stops hurting, whether you care or not.
Or pick at you.
No, it does not. I can scarcely count the nights where I don't dream back of that place, of that night.
Well, you can. Well, hey, wait, can I make a complaint?
and I can't
Yeah, it
never
sounds
fully remember it. Because that... I cannot remember how that happened. It happened there.
I see.
I was doing my job, or maybe I cracked at that point and just sat there in not knowing what to do. And I cannot say for sure, was this an attack? Maybe some stray shot hit supplies? Something else. The fact is, I blacked out or fell asleep, whatever you want to call it, and next thing I know, when I came to, that was there. And I very quickly learned what's going to happen if I take it off. Hell, I even didn't tell you, but I got a reminder when I went to that mission to Harbin, I believe. Against to relieve the Umbrals. I did some stupid things, but I wanted to help the others, and surprisingly enough, the mask held almost until the very end. And then when all said and done, it cracked. And the mere fact alone caused my lungs, my throat to feel like it's been thousands of needles puncturing your every inch of your insides.
I'm glad that they managed to fix that. Your mask, I guess?
Well, I guess the initial savings you can thank Vasilka. I believe she as well was involved. Miss Orieli. I know her, but now that I think about it, I do not have like good descriptions. She's not wearing too many clothes, and I believe she had a horn coming from her forehead last I saw her.
Right.
And there was this...
Okay.
And I'll have to apologize to him next time I see him because I forgot his name. And there was a mage, a water mage, as you would believe it. Black-skinned fellow, a member of the college.
Right, yeah. I think I know who you mean, though I don't think I know his name either.
And then as it turned out, as that was temporary solution, one of the blacksmiths, I forgot his name, not one of the dwarves, the human, I think he has prosthetic or maybe not, some of the details escape me, that he can manipulate metal, and I guess this thing, despite not looking at it, counts for his powers.
Oh. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I did wonder if I should have decided to come with that day or not. But it seems, I think at least you all made it back in the end.
We did. Don't think anything...
I imagine I would have just been in the way.
Less of yourself. That was my fear as well, but I guess when thrown into fire, you find how you're really made of. What are you really made of? I guess that's the way of saying. Because I'm not scared of my life. If I die trying to save someone else, that's the end of my not retribution, of my repentance. Fixing those failures of the past. I just didn't want to be a burden to others, and thankfully I wasn't. But I will say to you the same I said to Miss Basilica. If it ever comes down to it, if you ever have to choose between someone else, no matter who they are, and myself, pick that other person. I have cheated death one too many times.
Right. Just I think yesterday or 2 days ago, in Redwall, the mercenaries guild, I guess, returned from some place, and it was not good. There was a lot of blood and a lot of people, and the entire house was just a mess. And I tried to help people, but I feel like I was not much help.
What the hell? I wasn't there, but I'm sure you did anything you could.
Well, I tried. I tried healing somebody. It didn't go great, and luckily Doctor was there, and took over and let me assist. But afterwards, I just kind of was there, not knowing what to do. I guess.
Treat it as a part of your training. Because sometimes life will throw curveballs at you. And I know I might sound hypocritical saying that you shouldn't be worried too much of failures considering my own stance, but do not let them drag you down. Learn something from them and move forwards. Try to not make the same mistake twice.
Yeah. There was, I think there might have just been a few too many people there for me to actually think straight. I'm not great in big groups.
Yes, understaffed and next. Apologies. I've been getting back to that place. Sometimes we try our best, but we are not miracle workers. And while I hate it, there was a concept that I guess in the end could prevent more losses. I believe they call it something about mass casualty approach. Something familiar. And while it's heartless and cold, the concept is very simple. If their heart stops, if they seemingly die, they cease their body functions, you do not try to bring them back. You move on to another person. Because while you may spend 10 minutes on saving that hopeless case, let's call it, and even if you succeed, in those 10 minutes, 2 or 3 other people might die that otherwise could have lived because you focused on that one person. Let's just hope that, especially you, I do not want you to have those experiences. Let's hope that we'll never have to deal with that for real. I have to stop talking about this because I feel like I'm bringing the mood towards the umbral level almost.
I suppose it's good to know things, just in case. For me, at least.
Well, some say that you learn your entire life. Some lessons will be nice and smooth, and some will feel like stab to the heart that will ache and ache and ache. What can you do? Life is a constant struggle.
I suppose so. A few like a week ago, I guess, there was a day. I think they called it Festival of the. It's been so long. No, okay. There's some kind of festival in Aether, or not in Aether, in Redwall. And they had us all walk into the swamps there. And with the candle. And they wanted everybody that wanted to, they asked them to say something about something that somebody they lost in the past. Something like that. And for me, it was a surprisingly good day. So I somehow decided to go up there and speak in front of a lot of people about my teacher, Alfie's father. And apparently on that day specifically, some of the dead can show up a return. That was a shock. It was just it was a day where there was a lot of thinking there. And it was kind of meant as like a goodbye to the people you've lost, I suppose. But
I cannot say.
I'm very bad at explaining, but it's
yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Made me wonder, really.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's good those festivals or days of remembrance exist. The dead should be honored. Death is a natural part of life. And while this might sound contradictory to my previous stances, I do not want people to live forever. That's not how the world is created. That's not natural. But if it were up to me, everyone would live towards their old age and pass away, surrounded by their loved ones, their family, after accomplishing their goals, their dreams, their ambitions, instead of that road being cut short and torn to bloody pieces.
Yeah, that does sound like the best option, the best way.